Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season. Your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
It is the American game. You see a guy hit the ball out the ballpark, and that same guy can come up tomorrow in that situation and miss the ball and lose the ball game. Can bring you up here, it can bring you down there. One thing about it, though, you know it always will be a tomorrow. You got me today, but I'm coming back.
Think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family maybe, that carries all the way through from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another? There are very, very few things that make that list, but we have a child's interest in baseball, so it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another all the way through.
There's a lot of wonderful stillness in baseball that I love. Many seconds of stillness. When the pitcher has got the sign, the batter is crouched, the ball players all lean forward with their hands on their knees, and then very shortly the ball is delivered. But in that tiny period when the pitch and the fever of the crowd is tangible, there's a moment of absolute stillness that I treasure.
The best of us keep as much of that childhood with us as we grow into adulthood as we can muster. And the most creative, the most happy, the most fortunate of us are those who don't lose the sense of play. And even after we're past the point of being able to actually play the game with any skill, if we love it, then it's like Peter Pan. We remain boys forever. We don't die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball, no more measles, and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves Country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
It's all mixed up with peanuts, tobacco juice, and a hearty feeling among the fans joshing each other. Always this raucous, good spirit. Everybody came to have a good time. The whole stands full of people all roaring. In baseball, never known this to swear so instantly a whole crowd could be brought to its feet, roaring with delight over just a clean crack of a bat against the ball.
A lot of room in right center. If he hits one there, we can dance in the streets.
Line drive and a base hit. Just as the score of the tying run. Bream to the plate. And he is safe. We're 1 out away, Braves country, from a trip to the World Series. Whatever superstition you've got, do it. The entire city of Atlanta, the entire South is standing on their feet, trying to will the Braves into the World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And swung on and ripped over to Dansby Swanson. Dansby's got it. He fires over first. Baby sound the trumpets. Do the job through the streets. Your Atlanta Braves are headed to the World Series. And the place is going bananas.
Although edited, tonight's thriller contains suspense and violence which may be unsuitable. Parental discretion is advised.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball!
Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys. Pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the scene is Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. We're set for pitch by pitch, play by play, the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the diamond. As we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun. It's time to chop along. Go ahead and put your game face on. Here are the starting lineups for today's action. Leading off, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich. 5 home runs, 24 RBI, batting .275. Jackson Chourio batting second, playing left. 10 home runs, 29 RBI, 5 stolen bases, batting .304. Bryce Turang batting third, playing second. 11 home runs, 46 RBI, 12 stolen bases, batting .260. William Contreras is batting cleanup, and he's behind the plate today. 6 home runs, 43 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .289. Jake Bauers batting fifth, playing first. 13 home runs, a .267 clip. Garrett Mitchell in center, 5 home runs, batting .252. Sal Frelick in right, batting seventh, 3 home runs, a .230 average, 27 ribbies. Pratt is batting eighth and playing short. 2 RBI, a .375 average. Hamilton batting ninth and playing third. 39 home runs, 15 stolen bases, 11 RBI, a .230 average. On the mound for the Milwaukee Brewers, it's Robert Gasser. He's 0-3 with a 4.88 ERA and a 1.38 whip. 24 innings, 6 home runs, 11 walks, 24 strikeouts, 22 hits allowed. He'll be going head-to-head with Bryce Elder. Respect your Elder with a 3.15 ERA and a 5-4 record, a 1.14 whip. Looking to bounce back from a couple of tough outings recently, but he's got 88 innings pitched and 73 strikeouts, 74 hits allowed, 9 home runs served. Backing up Elder in the bottom of the first inning, leading off and playing left, Mauricio Dubon, 7 home runs, 255 on the year. Drake Baldwin, the designated hitter, 14 home runs, 39 RBI on the year, 286 average. Ozzie Albies batting third, playing second, 12 home runs, 40 RBI, 284. Matt Olson batting cleanup, playing first, with 20 home runs and a 273 clip. Michael Harris II will be patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves. 14 home runs, 41 RBI, a 306 average. Austin Riley batting sixth, 8 home runs and batting .210. Joey Bart behind the plate, batting seventh, a 246 clip with 2 home runs. Eli White batting eighth, a 228 average with 3 home runs, 14 RBI. And Hassan Kim is batting ninth, 5 for 59 on the year and 0.85 average. Calling balls and strikes behind the plate tonight, it's Scott Berry. Your first base umpire, Manny Gonzalez. Second base will be manned by Tom Hanahan, and down the third base line, it's Ron Kolpa. Game time temperatures here at Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia, 85 degrees. Wind blowing left to right, or right to left, 8 miles an hour. The Braves are minus 111 on the money line. Milwaukee plus 103. The over-under is 9, so it's a virtual pick'em. Our pick to click today, Robert Gasser. The only person who's ever seen Gasser, that's probably why he's in the lineup again, is Joey Bart. He's 2 for 2. But we'll take the obvious one. Leading off and playing left, Mauricio Dubon tends to shine against these southpaws. We'll take the Atlanta Braves to win this one. A little more comfortable tonight. They're not one of this one run, Jazz. It's Father's Day in Truist Park. Let's win this one 8-2. They're just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. As soon as the 3D kicks in, we will kick it in for you. So, yeah, see a preliminary. Let's see if it actually works this time. Sometimes it's a false start. Looks like we've got it. Brewers are wearing their road blues once again. Gray pants, Milwaukee across the chest in gold. Braves wearing their home Sunday whites. And I'm a little surprised that they're not wearing any kind of a Father's Day ball cap, but it's just the blue ball cap with the red bill and the white A representing the city of Atlanta, your Atlanta Braves. From Boston till Milwaukee to the A since 1871. Bryce Elder comes set. We're set. And yes, sir, it's baseball time in Braves country. And the first pitch on the way is high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Yelich digging in. High and out of the zone. 2-0. It'll be Yelich, Churio, and Turang here in the top of the first inning. If anybody gets on, Contreras, and then Bowers, the 2-0. Just grabs the up top corner, 2-1. Bowers, one of their better hitter, but he typically only starts against right-handed pitchers. That's why you haven't seen him much in this series yet. The 2-1 pitch, swing, lifts it by Yelich, high and deep into center field. Harris drifting back on the track. He'll make the catch, and there's one away. Left to right across the outfield for your Atlanta Braves. It'll be Dubon, Harris, and Eli. Around the horn, third to first. Riley, Kim, Ozzie to Olsen. Bart is behind the plate, and of course, Elder's on the bump. Jackson Churio, the batter. First pitch is right there. P at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1 kicks and fires. Swing, chopper off his instep. Got a piece of him. Maybe hit him in the calf. Appears to be okay. (0-2). So an 0-2 count as he steps out of the box for a second. Right there at the knees. Caught looking, strike three. 2 down. 2 up, 2 down, and the first pitch to Turang. He's upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. The infield back into the right. The 0-1. Swung on, fouled straight back. 1-1. 0-2, excuse me. So an 0-2 count. Bryce Turang, the 0-2 pitch. Elder brings it. High and inside. 1-2. There we go. We finally got it linked up. Always takes a few pitches here. When it's a fast-moving inning, it takes me almost the whole inning to sync it up. The 1-2 pitch. Caught looking, strike three. He got him on the inner track. 2 down. So the Atlanta Braves will grab the sticks. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Bryce Elder. Respect your Elder here on a Father's Day in Atlanta.
What did the Moose say when he left the gay bar? Man, I blew like $50 in there.
Oh my God.
Who are you supposed to?
Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves country. Good to see everybody. Chop Shop, James Ray, Iron Lung, Uncle Charlie, Susan, Randy, Bobby B, Justin Green, Tim, Rosemary, Scott Smith, the SS87, Dirty Bird, Mark, Sleepy Toe, Peter, good to see you. Scotty B. And Joe Johnson. If we missed you, jump in the chat. I got to scroll back down as the first pitch on the way to start the inning is a sinker outside the zone. It's 1-0. Lefty-righty matchup. Dubon leading us off. The 1-0 swing. Lifts it. Fouling out of play. One count. Rifles the sweeper down the third base line. The 1-2. Turns and kicks. Swing, ropes it down the left field line. If it's fair, we're in business. And the ball bounces. Was it a fair ball? Looks like it was fair. And we've got a leadoff double here to start the game for your Atlanta Braves. Kind of disappeared into the corner.
Pardon me. Would you have any? But of course.
So that click-clacked.
One of life's finer pleasures.
Welcome back, Edward Spry. First pitch to Baldwin's down and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
We accept that one of us. We accept that one of us.
Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
The 1-0 brings the sinker upstairs for a strike. It's 1-1. So he's going sinker. His sinker comes in about 93 miles an hour typically. The 1-1 pitch. Swing. Rolls it over towards second. And that's going to be a 4-3 put out, but it's a productive out. As Dubon heads down to third, and there's only one away, and Ozzie Albies the man of the hour yesterday with 2 home runs, including the 2-run walk-off shot. Just creeped over the right field wall. We'll start it here lefty-righty. The first pitch on the way. Swing, rifles it down the line, foul. It's 0-1. The infield is in. Is the 0-1 pitch. Gasser comes set. Brings it.
High and out of the zone. That'll even up the count at 1-1. Seems pretty early to be bringing this infield in, but that's what the Brewers are doing. So maybe the Braves can take advantage. The 1-1 is upstairs sinker, check swing, 2-1. The 2-1 count. Ozzy's not really known as a great bunter, Rosemary. Plus, with the infield in, you're kind of playing into their hands if you do that. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, lifts it. High into right field. This should be enough to get Dubon home, and that's what the doctor ordered. Here comes the throw. Dubon is hauling buns, and he is safe with a head-first slide, and your Atlanta Braves take the one-run lead, 1-0 here to get us going on a Father's Day. Good piece of hitting there by Ozzy. Great.
I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
Great hustle by Dubon. Good tag, too. He was ready. Throw was a little bit up off the line. If it's on the money, it would have been really close. Still think he would have gotten in. So bases are clear, 2 outs, and the Braves have the 1-run lead. The first pitch to Olsen is a sinker. Just smacks the outer edge, kissing the black. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Four-seamer up in his kitchen. 93. 1-2. Left to right across the outfield for the Brew Crew. It's Yelich, Mitchell, Frelick. Around the horn, third to first. Hamilton, Pratt, Turang, and Bowers. Contreras is behind the plate once again. And, of course, Gasser on the hill as he misses right there. The 1-2 count, swing, belted down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. It is just foul. Took a right turn at Albuquerque and missed the pole. What you can expect from Gasser. We'll do Elder when we come back and didn't get a chance. That was a fast-moving inning. We'll see if we can get this one in with Gasser as the southpaw brings the 1-2 outside, 2-2. Gasser throws a 5-pitch mix, the sweeper 26% of the time, which you just saw there. The sinker 26% of the time, the four-seamer 20%, and the cutter 17%, changeup 9%. The 2-2, swing, slices it foul, and we'll do it again. If you didn't get a chance to get all that, we'll put it in the chat real quick. The 2-2 turns and kicks. Swing, four-seamer. Up out of play. Nothing else as that ball bends into the stands. Well left of the foul pole there. So he's gone well left of the foul pole, right of the foul pole. Now we just need one right down the pipe. We can double the lead. The 2-2. Swing, rifles that back foul, four-seamer, up around letter high. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. The 2-2 count. Down and away, full count. Comes set for the payoff pitch. Swings, slaps it down the right field line, but foul. And we'll do it one more time. The payoff pitch. Down and away, ball 4. So he heads to first base and will continue the inning, and that can only help. His pitch count is now at 22 after that long at bat forced by Olsen. Contreras goes out to the mound to talk to Gasser as Michael Harris II coming to the plate. Probably going over some strategy, but the big thing is probably trying to give him a breather. It is a warm one here in Atlanta. You know these Milwaukee boys aren't used to this heat, especially this early in the season. So lefty-lefty matchup. Harris digging in. The first pitch on the way. Grabs the outer edge for a strike. It's on 1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Way outside wide, 1-1. I think most of y'all have discovered it, but just in case you haven't, Country Club members, we do have a Father's Day emoji. The 1-1 pitch, four-seam fastball, 1-2. 1-2 count. Harris' second game back since missing 3+ games with an injured lower back. The backstream, the 1-2 caught looking strike 3, and you got to swing at that. Wow. That was on a plate for you. We'll be back in a flash. Your Atlanta Braves lead at 1-0. Billy the Kid leads us off when we return.
Okay, but I am so jealous of the girls who lose 50, 100 pounds and they go from looking huge to looking like a completely different person. I have lost 117 pounds now, and I feel like I still look like a...
Full stop. Listen to me. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, so this opinion might not matter. I'm proud of you. You lost a person in weight, you dork. You made a lifestyle change, not a weight loss change. Okay? Weight loss was just the byproduct of better decision making. You're doing fantastic, by the way. Get fit, stay fit. You're doing great.
Raines, who enjoyed a 23-year career in the major leagues. Our next left fielder played less than half that.
In only 10 years in the majors, he had over 360 home runs and was elected to the Hall of Fame.
He is Ralph Kiner.
Ralph Kiner was a big, strong fella. Joined the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1946, first year after World War II concluded.
Before the war, Ralph had never played above AA, but quickly showed why he belonged in the bigs.
My second year in baseball, I ended up with 51 home runs.
And thus began an unprecedented and still unmatched streak.
Led the National League in home runs not only that year, but in each of his first 7 seasons. Remarkable accomplishment.
It's another home run for Ralph Kiner.
Kiner's 7-year stretch of dominance is one of the great peaks in baseball history.
And the reason Ralph steered toward home runs made perfect sense.
The home run hitters drive Cadillacs and singles hitters drive Fords. Most ball players were making very little money. The ones that made some money were the home run hitters.
Kiner swings and sends a towering belt deep to left field. It's going, it is gone.
With 369 home runs and more than 1,000 RBIs, Kiner stands amongst the most celebrated power hitters in baseball.
Welcome back. Bryce Elder goes back to work. With a 1-run lead, Braves lead at 1-0. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch is upstairs, a little bit inside, but got the call. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Drops the sinker there at the knees. 0-2. What you'll get from Bryce Elder is the 0-2 pitch swing, slaps it into center field. That's down for a base hit, and it's a leadoff single for the Milwaukee Brewers. Just past the diving glove of Ozzie Albies. Bryce Elder throws a slider 33% of the time. Four-seamer 23% of the time. Sinker 21%. Cutter 12%. And changeup 11% of the time. Righty-lefty is Bowers, the batter. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. You got to be careful here with Bowers because Jake Bowers, 13 home runs on the year, and that's impressive enough, but he does not play against lefties. He is lethal when he's in the lineup. The 0-1. Outside wide, 1-1. And we've seen it firsthand. He's tagged the Braves for a few the last couple of years. Braves lead it 1-0. The 1-1 pitch, slider in the dirt, 2-1. Elder comes set, the 2-1 pitch, swing, chopper through the hole, and that's going to be back-to-back singles to start the game, or start the inning, excuse me. And it's runners on first and second and nobody out. And that'll bring Mitchell to the plate. Garrett Mitchell batting .252. 5 home runs. Elder in trouble here. Cling to a 1-run lead. The first pitch misses high. Oh, called that a strike. We'll take it. Home plate umpire Scott Berry must have some Father's Day plans. He is calling a wide zone today. That was, 2 inches out of the zone. The 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, chopper over to short. Kim's only play is going to be to first. So he had to hurry that one, charge it, and flip it. And there's one away. That'll bring runners to second and third and still just 1 out. And Sal Frelick coming to the plate. Pratt is on deck. You could walk Frelick to set up the double play, but it's probably a little too early to do all that. So here we go. The first pitch on the way. Swing, slaps it to left, and that's going to score 2 runs. That's going to get down near the corner. Dubon had no chance to make a play at the plate, and it's going to be a 2 RBI double for the Brew Crew. Milwaukee leads it 2-1 now. And Bryce Elder's woes continue. He's getting too much of the plate here once again today. He was fortunate to get some calls early on here, but he's got to get it together. Braves need better starts out of Bryce Elder. As the first pitch to Pratt is down and away for a ball, it's 1-0. You don't need him to be perfect, but if he can straighten this up and the 1-0 pitch, swing, chopper, over towards short. Kim scoops it, flips it. Another hard, difficult play, and he gets that one. Good play by Ha-Seong Kim, 6-3, as he had to hurry. Pratt can fly. He almost beat that out. Wow. Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch. Upstairs for a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires, lifts it high and deep into center field. Harris is not going to get that one, and they'll double the lead. It's 3-1, and Elder gives up another double, and they're just slapping him around. So it's a 3-1 lead. Still early going here, but you can't let this get out of control. First pitch swinging. Chris Elditch. Yelich, the batter. Christian Yelich. I don't know why I'm tongue twisted on that today. The 0-1. Yelich digging in, and Elder will flip back towards second. He'll hold on to the ball, but it will count. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Cutter right there. It's 0-2. (0-2) count. The sinker misses 1-2. Elder with 2 strikeouts so far, 4 hits, and 3 earned runs. The 1-2. Inside, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. In the dirt, 3-2. The payoff pitch, nowhere near the zone, ball 4. So not only has he gotten beat around here in this second inning, he gets up 0-2 and he can't find the zone. You wonder how long it'll be before, and he's looking over his shoulder. He wants Hefner to come talk to him, and here he comes. So runners at the corners and 2 outs, and Jackson Churio. Righty-righty matchup. Churio swings, swats it up the middle. That'll be another run. And it is now 4-1. Bryce Elder. Just about the time you think he's got it figured out, he goes back into his old ways, and this has just been a brutal inning. So 4-1 your score. Bryce Turang, the batter, the first pitch, swing, chopper, through the middle, and that'll score another run. Eli White tosses it into the infield. 5 hits in the inning, 4 runs, all earned. 5 runs all earned. 6 hits, 5 runs. He has just 2 strikeouts and he has 1 walk. First pitch to William Contreras is upstairs, four-seamer. For a ball, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing belted. She is gonzo. And Snowman on the board. It's 8-1. And Bryce Elder has been an utter disaster. How far did he shove that back down his throat? 408 feet. And your Atlanta Braves trail 8-1. That thing was right down Main Street. That ball was smacked to the back of the bullpen. Righty-lefty matchup, pitch upstairs. Cutter for a strike, it's on 1. That thing dented that scoreboard back there. It had to have. The 0-1. Misses high, 1-1. Just more of a reminder that we should have never traded William Contreras, right? 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Here's the thing about it, too. You can't really pull Elder. I mean, you can, but you're going to want to get some length out of him now that he's given up all these runs. The 1-2, way high out of the zone. Called for a strike 3. Guess we're not going to get a challenge, and that'll save our bacon. But that pitch was 2 inches high. If it was in the park, Milwaukee puts 8 on the board. We'll be back in a flash here in Braves country.
What's for dinner? Hey, Chef, what's for dinner?
My favorite. What's for dinner? Get in my belly!
Blob, the Blob, Blob Barker, Blob of the Hut, and Rub-a-Dub Chub.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't care.
One large jambalaya, please. Jambalaya?
Biggie can't fit through doorway.
Oh, this is fantastic.
You got my shirt at the Big and Tall shop? When did I make the crossover?
I can't feel my hands. You gonna eat your cornbread? It's the wood that makes it good.
Oh my God, I'm fatter than the skipper.
No and then! No and then! No and then! No and then!
I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, Chinese food seems kind of complicated. Well, maybe for a less experienced chef.
That ketchup?
It's just a base. You don't understand cooking.
Hey, you know what? I just figured out what I want for dinner. A nice hot bowl of shredded stew.
Gazpacho, por favor.
Por favor?
I'm part Spanish.
Adios, muchacho.
Maybe you're getting cheese ball syndrome.
I love broccoli. It's good for you.
Then maybe you'd like to have a piece.
Vile weed!
Hurry up and munch those fries. We've got to get back to work soon.
One large crab bisque to go.
You want bread? You're pushing your luck, little man.
You know what? I'm sorry. I've had shredded stew before, and it sure as diddly didn't taste like that.
I'll tell you what, a refill on this delicious exotic tea.
That's duck sauce.
It is good.
We're trying to lose weight.
Fatty McButterpants.
Lay off there, I'm starving.
I'm gonna order some pizza.
A little neighborhood joint called Domino's.
Domino's?
Everybody enjoying the food so far?
Oh my God, yes. We're gonna come tomorrow night and every other night for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and don't cheap out on the tip. We all know you're loaded now.
What's for dinner?
Welcome back. First pitch from Robert Gasser. The southpaw fires a sinker out of the zone to Austin Riley. It's 1-0. The 1-0 right there at the knees. 1-1. Bryce Elder has now given up 14 runs in his last 6 innings pitched. The 1-1 count inside. 2-1. He's got an ERA, I don't even know how it's this low, of 5.94 for the month of June. 2-1 right there at the knees. 2-2. Against Toronto, he went 6 2/3 and gave up 3, so a quality start there. You can't complain about that. And against Pittsburgh, 6 and gave up 2. There's another quality start, but since then, it's been a rough ride. The 2-2 lifts it down the line, foul. Out of play. You just have to hope that he can figure it out. He'll be lined up to go next against San Francisco, in San Francisco, which is that's a pitcher's park to begin with. The 2-2 pitch upstairs. Misses high 3-2. And it would be a night game he would be pitching. So everything would line up in his favor in that start. The payoff pitch, swing, rips it into left center field, and that's down for a base hit. And maybe that can get the Atlanta Braves offense moving here on a Father's Day Sunday afternoon.
You're my boy, Blue! Blue, you're my boy!
Let's shock the world and come back from an 8-1 deficit. We've got 8 innings to do it. Joey Bart takes the first pitch upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. Been waiting to play his new clip. The 0-1. Sweeper well outside the zone, 1-1. 1-1 count. Now, the bad news is we're down a big spot here to start the game. The good news is not only do you have a long way to get back into it, but Milwaukee has used the majority of the back of their bullpen. So if you can get close, you can put some heat on them as the 1-1. Swing and a miss, cutter in on the hands, 1-2. And that's easier said than done, but if they can start putting some hits together, you can at least make them sweat a little bit. What you can expect from the Braves is they're not going to chase down 8-1. They're going to use guys that they don't mind as the 1-2 pitch, swing, pops it up, back out of play. They don't mind if they have to put some mileage on them. We've got 3 more games before the next day off. So if you're looking at bullpen usage, definitely the first guy that comes into mind that would come into play today would be Carrasco. And you may get, is the 1-2, punches it foul, 2-2. You may get Raylo as well, and they could eat a significant portion of the game if Elder can just find a way to get a couple more innings. We'll see if they bring him back out. Usually you would take a guy out when he's struggling like that, but they may decide to just let him take one for the team, so to speak. The 1-2 pitch, pops it up, and that's going to be an F6 in your scorecard. 1 away. Still much better at bat than we've been seeing from our catchers. And we don't expect Joey Bart to light the world on fire, but if he gets a base hit here and there every time he gets a start, you'll take that all day long compared to guys who are hitting below 100. Eli White, the batter, first pitch, inside. Sinker taken for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. One count. Inside, 2-1. Braves trail 8-1. We're just getting going here in the bottom of the second inning. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, chops it off the plate, 2-2. Standing on deck is Hassan Kim, and that would be back to the top of the order. The 2-2. Caught looking, strike three. Got to swing the bat there. Second time today we've taken a backwards K right to the jaw, and it's 2 down. I mean, with 2 strikes, you got to have the mentality that you're protecting the plate, not working the count. So Ha-Seong Kim, the batter, this would be a good time for him to get his first home run of the year. First pitch is a 4-seamer right down the track. It's 0-1. Kim batting .085. The 0-1. Upstairs, another pitch taken. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Brings it high and out of the zone, way out of the zone. 1-2. Huge hole on the right-hand side as they hold the runner on. The 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, blew it right by him, and that'll end the inning. 92 miles an hour. Too fast for Ha-Seong Kim in 2026. We'll be back. Braves trail 8-1.
Oh my God, I almost died. I almost died. That was so scary. Thank you. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
I know you have a great memory, and I just thought we'd get some of the baseball things out of the way. Going along the way in pursuit of Ty Cobb, do you remember your 1,000th hit?
Yes, sir. I was off Carl Morton down in Atlanta at that time. He was Rookie of the Year for the Atlanta Ball Club, and he passed away a couple years ago at a very young age, so he's a fine pitcher.
Do you remember your first hit?
Sure, everybody remembers their first hit. It was at Crosby Field. It was my 5th at-bat. It was against Bob Friend. It was a triple down the left field line.
All right, what about hit number 2,000?
2000, I missed getting it here in Cincinnati, and I got it off of Ron Bryan at Candlestick Park in front of a big crowd of about 4,300.
What about hit number 3,000?
Well, 2,500 was right here against Bruce Keeson the last day before we went on a long road trip, and of course 3,000 was right here against the Montreal Expos, and that was kind of ironic because it was off of Steve Rogers, and the guy who presented me the ball was Tony Perez in a Montreal uniform, and I had a Cincinnati uniform on. And last year when we came back, I had a chance to get my 4,000 hit with me in a Montreal uniform and him playing first in a Cincinnati uniform, but I walked 4 times and grounded out once.
When you broke Stan Musial's record?
Well, that was off of Mark Littell, 36-31, and I might add it was the first day back after the 81 strike, because I tied the record off of Nolan Ryan the day before the strike went into effect.
What about that 4,000th hit? Who was that against?
My old team, the Philadelphia Phillies, who I played with before I went to Montreal, and it was off of Jerry Kuzman. It was a double down the right field line.
So a lot of the things you have done occurred right here in Cincinnati, including the last day of Ty Cobb's career. Wasn't it his anniversary?
Right. It was 57 years to the day that he pinched hit for the last time, and when he pinched hit, he went back home. I don't know why he went back home, but he just decided to retire at that time.
Bryce Elder back out there to try to eat an inning or two. With the Braves trail 8-1, the 1-0, swing and a miss. 1-1. Elder with 3 strikeouts on the day. I believe his over-under was 4.5, the 1-1. Misses inside, 1-2. 1-2 count. Caught looking upstairs, strike 3. They're not challenging that one either. I'm a little dumbfounded by the fact that they aren't challenging any of these, but we'll take it. 4 strikeout on the day, and 2 of them have been caught looking at pitches 2 inches or higher out of the zone. And Pat Murphy, Pocket Pancakes, is giving an earful to home plate umpire Scott Berry. And Scott Berry says, what's your problem? He goes, you suck! That's essentially what's going on. If I read his lips correctly, I think he said pay attention, which is even better. And Sal Frelick comes to the plate. I don't believe they kicked him out because he's still sitting there. And I didn't see the motion. He came close, that's for sure. So here we go, righty-lefty matchup. The first pitch is upstairs. Called for a strike, it's 0-1. That one was borderline. He might be just trying to bait him. He's like, I'm ready to run you, buddy. The 0-1 inside, four-seamer, 1-1. Yeah, Joey, he call him Pocket Pancakes because he was in an interview, I believe it was last year. I'm almost positive it was the 1-1 swing. Chops it down the line. Barehanded by Riley. Fires a perfect bean over to first. But Frelick with his speed will beat it out, and it's an infield single with one out. I call him that because he was in an interview last year. It was like a sideline reporter. I want to say it was like a Fox Game of the Week type of thing where they have the sideline reporter interviewing. Though it wasn't Rosenthal, it was a female reporter, so it may have been local. I don't remember. But the point is, he was getting interviewed, and in the middle of the interview, she asked him, what are you eating on? That's the first pitch on the way. It's right there at the knees, four-seamer, it's 0-1. And he had these little pancakes, a little bigger than a $50 is what they look like. And he had them in his pocket, and he was chewing on them, and then he tried to offer them to her. As the 0-1 turns around, flips it over to first. And he's got a great personality. When the Braves were looking for a new manager, I was hoping for some dopey reason the Brewers would have fired Murphy because he would have been a great addition to the Braves. He would have been very entertaining. The 0-1 count, high and inside, spins him around. 1-1. But I guess it's something that you can buy where they're already pre-cooked. I haven't done any investigating about it, so I don't really know. Is the 1-1 swing and a miss cutter, 1-2. But I guess they're already pre-cooked and they come in. I'm guessing it's like a what are these things called? Lunchables type deal. And he just carries them in his pocket as a snack. And I guess he does it pretty regularly because everybody knew about it. They asked some of the players a few days after that incident, and they all laughed. They said, yeah, he's always got something in his pocket. So I've been calling him Pocket Pancakes ever since. The 1-2 swing. Punches it down the line, foul, and do it again. When I make my lineup set every day, I always have the manager and I have the pitching coach on my scorecard because I know you're going to use that more often than not. Is the 1-2 down below the knees, 2-2. And so because of that, I have been writing Pocket Pancakes instead of Pat Murphy every time. The 2-2 count. Swing, chopper, down the third base line. Is that a foul ball? Just foul. That was almost trouble. Elder, if you're wondering, he's at 52 pitches. Double play can get him out of this mess. He's already given up 8 runs on 8 hits. 1 walk on 4 strikeouts. His ERA is now creeping north towards 4. Remember, we started June, he was under 2. He's hit a rough stretch here. The 2-2, down and away, full count. First pitch on the way off that 3-2 is inside, ball 4. Slider almost clipped him in the wing. He spins it around. So first and second now with one out. First pitch is a changeup down below the knees, called for a ball. It's 1-0. Eric, you were asking about Kim. I really think it's one of these situations where the 1-0, outside wide, 2-0. They keep going to that well, hoping to see what they saw from Kim, but he's only getting a start about once, sometimes twice a week at this point. And 2-0 pitch, misses high, 3-0. You can make that argument both ways. You can make the argument that start Mateo versus lefties because he hits lefties much better, and you might as well get some offense out of him. The 3-0, right down the pipe, 3-1. The other argument to be made is if you're going to give Kim a day to come in and pitch, you want to give him an opportunity to hit Gasser, and that's what they're trying to do. But I'm with you on the idea that if you're going to start Kim, just start him in a situation where you know the offense is going to struggle anyways, and it's not going to be a killer. Is the 3-1 right there for a strike? 3-2. They had a couple of opportunities. You could have started him Friday. You knew nobody was going to hit Bizarowski. Might as well start him there. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's strikeout number 5 for Elder. 2 down. But they paid the guy $20 million, and when it's all said and done, money talks, and they want to see something out of their return. First pitch to Yelich is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. I think they're hoping against reality that he would get hot, and either A, you could start using him much more often, or B, you could move him. But right now, nobody would want Kim on the roster. As the 0-1 fouls it away, it's 0-2. He's really a backup. If you're looking at it, considering who we have on the IL, he is a bench piece at this point, and that's really disappointing considering how well he played last year as the 0-2. Down and in, 1-2. So a 1-2 count. Swing, slaps it. Over to third base side, making a diving, tumbling catch is Austin Riley. Wow, what a play. He has made some beauties here this last week or so. We'll be back in a flash. We go to the middle of the third, trailing 8-1. The out-of-town scoreboard looks like this. So we take a look around the National League and the American League. Got some interleague play going on. Reds and Yankees scoreless. Bottom of the third in New York. They're in Miami, and the Giants and Marlins are tied up at 1. I swear that game has been tied at 1 since Friday night. Nationals and Rays 1-1 in Tampa. They're heading to the top of the 4th. White Sox and Tigers scoreless in Motown. They're in the 5th inning. Houston, Texas The Astros have a 1-0 lead over the Guardians heading to the second. And the Cardinals have a 5-0 lead over the Royals, bottom of the first. Later on today, you got the Padres at the Rangers at 2:35, Pirates at Rockies at 3:10. They'll be in Phoenix, Arizona, where the Diamondbacks will host the Twins at 3:15. Angels and A's in Sacramento at 4:05, and the Red Sox are at the Mariners at 4:10. At that same time, you'll get the Orioles and the Dodgers starting in Los Angeles. Later on tonight, 7:20 first pitch, your Sunday night baseball game of the week. It's the Phillies hosting the Mets. And the Blue Jays and Cubs were postponed because of rain. And that's your out-of-town scoreboard for June 21st, 2026.
Cover the point spread, cover the point spread, cover the point spread, cover the point spread.
Welcome back. Mauricio Dubon, the batter. So we flipped the lineup over. Bottom of the third inning. First pitch is a sinker at the knees. It's on 1. The 0-1 swing, rifles it foul off his mask. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Swing punches the four-seamer back foul. Standing on deck is Drake Baldwin. He's been pretty quiet this weekend. Ozzie Albies, he has not been quiet. He was the man of the day yesterday, getting the Braves yet another series win on a dramatic 2-run home run that won the game in the bottom of the ninth, the 0-2. Punches it down the line foul. Dubon is 1 for 1 on a ground rule double. The 0-2 count. Gasser turns and delivers. Just below the knees. It did miss the zone, but you're not going to get a ton of calls down low. Home plate umpire Scott Berry's been calling everything high for a strike. The 1-2. Down and away. 2-2. I can tell you why. One of the reasons why he does it, when he goes to bend down, if you're watching at home, the 2-2 to Dubon, fouls away the sinker into the crowd. He doesn't get as low as most umpires, and he's also keeping himself, he makes sure that he's at least an arm length away from the catcher. So not only is he high, but he's pretty far away from the catcher, so that's why he's missing these calls. It's still no excuse, the 2-2 swing. Punches it down the right field line, and that'll fall down for a base hit, so Mauricio Dubon gets things going after a long at-bat. Here to start the bottom of the third.
Would you have any? But of course. One of life's finer pleasures.
First pitch to Drake Baldwin is a sweeper down and away in the dirt. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing, slaps it towards left field. Right at the left fielder. Jackson Churio makes the catch. L7 in your scorecard, 1 down. Good hard hit ball, but right into the teeth of the defense. Thought he might get that one down. Ozzie Albies, the batter. First pitch is a sweeper outside the zone. 1-0. The 1-0. Swing, gulfs it into the stands. That'll even it up 1-1. Dubon at first. One down, 8-1 your score. Braves with the heart of the order due up here. Olsen stands on deck if they keep the line moving. Harris and then Riley. The 1-1. Inside. Sinker misses 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swing. Rips it over to third. L5. Second hard hit ball that has been caught by the defense. Right. It's good old-fashioned atom balls. Thought that ball was going to get it down into the corner, but Hamilton makes a good leaping catch. The top of his jump. Grabs the line drive, and there's 2 down. Lefty-lefty matchup as the sun starts to peek through. Bangs it down the first base line. Matt Olson, the batter. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Gasser looking over at first at Dubon. Infield back and to the right. The 0-1 pitch. Sweeper up top. Called for a strike. It's 0-2. On deck is Harris. Olsen walked his first time up. The 0-2 pitch. Down and away, 2-2. Pitch on the way to Olsen. Swing and a miss, blew it right by him. Strike 3. 93, about letter high. We'll be back in a flash. We go to the 4th inning, trailing 8-1.
Afternoon, everybody.
What a day. I use a drink. Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink? I think I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
About a week.
You drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers, too?
How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket. Oh, yeah. I've been known to drink a beer or two. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things.
You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking, dude.
You never gonna drink again? Nope. You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in the back.
Oh, the Chinese bar? Okay. What's shaking?
All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. Cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette?
No, I never touch them.
Yeah. I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a lemon drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are gonna have a small talk later on.
I'll be busy thinking of things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you?
Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
There goes the 2 weeks at camp I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd's back into it now.
Bryce Elder goes back to work. First pitch is out high and out of the zone. Cutter misses for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Sinker for a strike, 1-1. One count. Swing and a miss. Cutter, 1-2. Washington with a 2-1 lead over the Tampa Bay Rays in the bottom of the fourth. They have been red hot, the Nationals. The 1-2 pitch, down and away, 2-2. The 2-2 swing, punches it back foul. Do it again. Meanwhile, the Marlins and Giants are tied at 1 in the bottom of the fourth. So the only two division games going on right now is the Mets and Phillies face off tonight. Churio bangs that 2-2 foul and will do it again. 8 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Milwaukee. Everything coming in the second inning where Bryce Elder could not get out of his way. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Atlanta. The 1 run coming from Atlanta in the bottom of the first. I'm old enough to remember when the Braves led this game. The 2-2. Elder pitch 71. Swing. Lifts it. High into right field, and that should be an easy catch for Eli. It is. F9. 1 down. Marlins are wearing their throwbacks today. Those teal tops with the pinstripe pants. Such a much better look than what they wear nowadays. First pitch swinging here is swatted towards center field. Making the running catch out there is Michael Harris the second. 75% of this world is covered by water. The rest by Michael the Hawk Harris. 2 down. William Contreras, the batter. First pitch from Elder is inside. Sinker high, it's 1-0. Contreras really broke this game open with a 3-run home run. Making it 8-1 at the time is the cutter. Right there for a strike, 1-1. If he gets out of that, if he gets past Contreras in that inning, you're talking about a 5-1 game, and it's much more manageable as the cutter. Did he go around? They checked down the line. They said he did, 1-2. Now what you're going to have to do is put some crooked numbers up, probably a couple of innings. Still far from over. The 1-2 pitch, swing, chopper, over towards short. Kim bobbles it, fires it to first, and that's going to be an infield single. Contreras beat it out. Difficult play, so they'll give him a single. As well as Kim has played over there defensively, he'll tell you he probably should have had it. Still pretty impressive. He caught it off that carom. So third hit of the day for Contreras. First pitch swinging here. That ball's swatted into right field. It's down for a base hit. Deep into right field. Eli turns and fires the ball to second, but they'll have runners on the corners with 2 outs. Elder now giving up 10 base hits. Second hit of the day for Jake Bowers. We talked about him early in the game. He's a really good hitter, especially against right-handed batters. One of those names that's not necessarily a household, but He has pelted Braves pitching in the past, and he continues today. Garrett Mitchell, the batter, righty-lefty, first pitch swinging, chops it over towards first. Olsen grabs it, and I guess they're going to say that was foul. Olsen was running up to tag the batter, but he didn't get there in time. Pat Murphy still looks like he wants to fight the umpire. The 0-1 count. Misses high, 1-1. The 1-1 from Errol. From Elder. Pitch on the way, swing. Chopper over towards second base. Ozzy's got it, flips it to first. And that'll get us out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, trailing 8-1.
Conservative white people, they cool. It's you liberal white people that make my itch.
Did you get a private message from me recently? No, you did not, because I don't send private messages to complete strangers, especially when they're men, especially when they're men that are 20 years older than me. So there's no need to message me on this account, my only account, by the way, to ask me if that was me, because it wasn't me. Because I hate small talk, so I am never going to go out of my way to do that with a complete stranger. So I'm not playing hard to get. I don't want to talk to you. I mean, I talk to myself enough, and it is exhausting, you know?
What's this $300 charge to Home Depot?
What?
What's this $300 charge to Home Depot?
I can't hear anything you're saying. Maybe it's this chair. Here, switch seats with me. Babe, how come we have a bill from Banana Republic?
What?
Nordstrom's. When did we ever go to Nordstrom's?
That's
Why do we have
so
a bill
weird.
from...
You really can't hear anything in this chair.
Welcome back. It's time for number 7. If you don't know him, take your hat off to Al Simmons, a dynamic force in left for one of the most storied dynasties in baseball history.
Al Simmons was a great hitter on one of the greatest teams in baseball, Philadelphia Athletics of 1929, 30, 31.
The batting lineup contained great sluggers: Bing Miller, Mickey Cockrell, Al Simmons.
His Philadelphia Athletics beat out the Ruth and Gehrig Yankees 3 straight American League pennants. In those 3 World Series, in each series, Simmons batted 300 or better with at least 2 home runs. And the only other player in baseball history to have 3 consecutive World Series like that is Babe Ruth.
4 times in his career, Al hit over 380, and twice he eclipsed 390.
This is a guy who led the league in batting average a couple of times. He led the league in total bases. Mind you, this is in a league with Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig. It wasn't that easy to lead the league in statistical categories. So when you've got Al Simmons, you're talking about one of the best players in a hitter's era.
Welcome back. Lefty, Gasser versus Michael Harris. Michael Harris smacks one down the right field line. That's a fair ball. That ball's got eyes. Harris is cooking and booking, heading from first to second. He will stop at second, but it's a leadoff double for your Atlanta Braves.
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
Wow. Smoke shot. Down in the corner. Austin Riley, the batter, first pitch swinging, bangs a sweeper towards the dugout. It's 0-1. The 0-1, Gasser looks back, Michael at second. Pitch, run, and Harris will have third base stolen with ease. He got a huge jump on that.
I feel the need for speed.
Pitch inside, almost gets Austin Riley in the chest as he bends out of the way. The 2-1 count. Swing and a miss at the changeup down around his ankles. 2-2. Lefty righty. Riley batting. Michael at third. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him. Four-seam fastball. One away. Batting .212 on the year. He is 1 for 2 today. That'll bring Bart to the plate. Joey Bart, yet to get a base hit since he joined the Braves. Started yesterday. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch swinging, four-seam fastball. Up and in, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Inside, down and in. Did he go around? They said he did. It's 0-2. Braves leave Atlanta and head to the West Coast to take on the San Diego Padres tomorrow night, 10 o'clock Eastern, first pitch. The 0-2 pitch, swing. Chops it over towards third. It's going to be a 5-3 put-out, but that will score the run. And the Braves now trail 8-2. You would have loved a base hit there, but at least Joey Bart did get the run to come home, so he'll get the RBI.
What's shaking, man?
And what's your name, little boy?
I'm Bart. Who the hell are you?
Bart. 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 Bart.
Ay, caramba!
Bart. 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 Bart.
Eat my shorts.
First pitch is a sweeper to Eli White off the plate. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Lefty-righty matchup. Chops it foul down the third base line. 1-1. One count. Swing. Punches it down the third base line, but it's foul. 1-2. Very close to being a fair ball there. If that ball makes it past, Eli's easily standing on second. The 1-2 to Eli. Swing. Launches it down the right field line, but plenty foul. Eight to 2 your score. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Appreciate you spending your Sunday afternoon here with Braves Country Radio. Back your way tomorrow night, 9:30 Eastern. Braves and Padres 3-game set. The 1-2 pitch lifted high and deep into right field. Will it stay in play? Diving into the stands, trying to make the grab out there. Sal Frelick just out of his reach. So it's a 1-2 count. He went into the stands. That ball was maybe, I don't know, an inch away from his glove. It's a hell of a try there by Sal in an 8-2 game, I'll tell you that. The 1-2 pitch, swing, chase the sweeper off the plate, and that'll end the inning. But not for your Atlanta Braves. Put one on the board. We'll be back in a flash. Top of the fifth we go, trailing by 6.
Man?
And what's your name, little boy?
I'm Bart. Who the hell are you?
Man, drop the big one.
Well, since when are you the pudding kind?
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. And it ain't over now. Who's with me? Let's go!
I don't have to tell you things are bad. It's depression. Everybody's scared. Punks are running wild in the street. The air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. I want you to get mad.
Will you fight? No! We will run! And we will live!
Shame on you. This could be the greatest night of our lives. But you're gonna let it be the worst.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
I'm your huckleberry.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Say wham.
You gotta say, damn it, my life has value. And I'm gonna stay right here and fight for this lost cause.
Intruder.
Yes, you're an intruder. I was having a perfectly nice trip until you walked into my life.
Hey! Just lying around.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Right. Psychotic, but absolutely right. We gotta take these bastards.
Are they yelling in Atlanta here?
Are they yelling in Atlanta? I'm as mad as hell! They're yelling in Atlanta?
Son of a We struck the mother load!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm not gonna take it anymore!
And this crowd's back into it now.
I didn't think you had it in you.
You look like somebody just walked over your grave. Play for blood, remember?
Like I missed something.
Yeah, we're all officially kicked out of school.
First pitch misses for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Swing. Chops it over towards second. Ozzie Albies off-balance throw. He'll make the play. 4-3 on your putout, and there's one away. Good play there by Ozzie Albies. Pratt, the batter, first pitch swinging, rolls it. It looks like it hit a part of his leg, so it'll be a dead ball. It's 0-1. He's standing up and walking it off right now. See the replay to find out if that hit his... I think it's his knee. He's rubbing his left knee. So it must have got him square on the left knee during his extension. Seems to be okay. Ooh, just below the knee, right there on the shin bone. That does not feel good. Florida's taking a 2-1 lead over San Francisco, bottom of the fifth. The 0-1 swing, lifts it into center field, and that's down for a base hit. And Pratt works his way aboard. He's now 1 for 2 on the day, and that'll bring the number 9 hitter Hamilton to the plate. Cooper Pratt, who just came up recently for the Brewers, is the first pitch swinging. Hamilton slaps it into left, and it's down for a base hit. First and second. 1 out. And the hit parade continues. That was the 12th hit given up by Bryce Elder. Christian Yelich is coming to the plate. Chris is 0 for 2 on the day. Batting .272 on the year with 5 home runs. Trainer came out there to check Pratt at second base as he's hopping up and down on his knee. They must have seen something when he was running from first to second. Yelich is one of only 2 batters not to get a base hit yet. Him and Mitchell are 0 for, though. Yelich did walk in the second. Mitchell's the only one who hasn't reached base. Doesn't appear to be anybody warming up in the Braves' pen. As Elder sitting here at 85 pitches. The first pitch on the way to Yelich is upstairs. That's the first time I haven't seen an upstairs pitch that close get called a ball. It's 1-0. He's been calling that strike all day long, the 1-0. Swing, lifts it. High into center field. Coming in, cutting it off at the pass is Michael Harris. He'll flip it in the infield, and there's 2 down. Jackson Cheerio, the batter, 1 for 3 on the day. Singled to center in the second. He has struck out and flown out to right. Cutter gets us started here in the at-bat, and it's off the plate wide, 1-0. 3-game series starting tomorrow in San Diego. Braves will see if they can try to win another series. At San Diego off Thursday, and then at San Francisco. The 1-0 swing pops it up high in the sky. After in your scorecard, and that'll end the inning. We'll have all the games here on Braves Country Radio. We'll be back in a flash. Braves trail by 6. Bottom of the 5th we go.
I don't even care anymore. And you know what's even better? I don't care that I don't care.
I have a joke for you.
Okay.
The government is excellent and uses your tax dollars efficiently.
You haven't associated yourself with any particular party. What party do you plan to run with?
I like all parties. Tailgate parties, bonfire parties. As long as they got beer dip, country girls, and country music, that's a good party.
Guaranteed to start arguments, not end. The top 9 catchers of all time. Starting with number 9.
Let's start with a trivia question. Which catcher in the history of baseball caught the most games for one team? Number 1 is Gabby Hartnett. 1,756 games he caught for the Chicago Cubs.
Gabby finished his career just 7 games shy of catching 1,800, a most impressive display of longevity and durability. But just being durable doesn't earn you 6 All-Star berths. Hartnett was a solid leader who led the Cubs to 4 National League pennants on the strength of his powerful bat.
Not only was Hartnett an all-star catcher, but he was hitting unlike any other catcher ever had. He was a long baller.
7 times he finished in the top 10 for slugging percentage in the National League.
This was unprecedented at the position.
Hartnett was the heart and soul of the Cubs franchise.
And he hit what still today is considered the most famous home run in Cubs history. It happened in the fading light of the 1938 season, with the Cubs and Pirates going head-to-head for the pennant.
Bottom of the 9th, Hartnett's up with 2 strikes, 2 outs, 5-5, darkness descending on Wrigley Field, and what happens? Gabby Hartnett hits the ball over the wall at Wrigley Field, the so-called Homer in the Gloman, which gives the Cubs a 6-5 victory, puts them into first place. They win again the next day, and they go on to win the pennant.
What's up, Braves country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See y'all at the ballpark. Looking forward.
First pitch on the way to Hassan Kim. Swing and a miss at the sweeper. It's 0-1. The 0-1. 4-seamer. Down and in. 1-1. The 1-1 count. Swing. Chase the sweeper down and away. 1-2. One-two count. Swing, pops it up. High behind second base. And making the easy catch, F6 in your scorecard. It's Pratt. One down. It's funny, if you haven't taken a good look at Pratt, in the face. He looks like he could be the younger brother or somehow related to Sean Murphy. Mauricio Dubon, the batter, lefty-righty, first pitch, swinging, rolls it towards short. Pratt's got it, fires it off the one hopper, and holding the bag is Bowers. Good play, 2 down. Long throw, might have rushed it a little bit. He had plenty of time, but good job by Bowers to hold the bag. So 2 quick outs will bring Drake Baldwin to the plate, bottom of the 5th. Braves trail by 6. Lefty-lefty matchup, first pitch. Drake Baldwin fouls the sinker straight back, just got a piece of it, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Gasser comes set. Kicks and fires. Swing. Punches the four-seamer down the line, foul. 0-2. On deck is Ozzie. Olsen is in the hole. Braves with 2 outs. The 0-2 count. Just misses. Sinker. Surprising in an 8-2 ball game in the hot June sun that didn't get called a strike. Raylo is warming up in the pen for the Braves. He may be coming in here for the 6th inning. You would think that he would be with the pitch count. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Drake Baldwin strikes out again. We'll be back in a flash. Top of the 6th we go. Trailing by 6 here in Braves country. On this date, 1916, Boston Red Sox right-hander Rube Foster, throwing a perfect game until issuing a walk in the 7th inning, tosses a 2-0 no-hitter against the New York Highlanders. The no-no is the first ever thrown in Fenway Park, the team's home, since 1912. On this date in 1941, in New York's 7-2 loss to the Detroit Tigers at Yankee Stadium, Phil Rizzuto's round tripper off Dizzy Trout, leading off the 7th inning, extends the team's consecutive home run streak to 17. The 28 in that span of games, also a record. The historic homer, which ties the Major League record by Detroit, is only the light-hitting shortstop's 2nd career home run. And on this date in 1941, Lefty Grove's Fenway consecutive streak, which started on May 3rd, 1938, ends at 20 games with a 13-9 loss to the St. Louis Browns. The future Hall of Fame southpaw, facing just 13 batters, allows 6 runs, yielding 5 hits, and walking 3 in an inning and 2/3. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Top of the 6th inning here in Braves country. No, Helder is going to go back out there for another inning. Guess they're going to try to get as much as they can out of him here. First pitch is swung on and fouled back out of play. It's 0-1. They do have Raylo warmed up in the pen, so the first sign of trouble, which is essentially where he's at right now. As the 0-1 fouls it away. It's 0-2. This dude's been in trouble since the 2nd inning. And he's facing the heart of the order right now. Terang, Contreras, and Bowers all due up here. The 0-2. Caught looking, strike 3, punched him out up top. One away. Even as bad as he's been today, it's His 6th strikeout of the day. I think any chance he had of going to the All-Star game went by the wayside these last few outings. He was trending in that direction heading into June, but he just hasn't kept it together. Contreras, the batter, first pitch swinging, hammers it down the third baseline. Austin Riley with an off-balance throw over to first. And what a great play by Austin Riley. He has been flashing some leather over there. I mean, good night, Austin Riley. Give that man a gold glove.
You're my boy, Blue! Blue, you're my boy!
They got that Zaxby's Who's Got Sauce play of the game thing that they do on Braves Vision. Austin Riley's won that several times the last couple of weeks. First pitch is a slider, chops it down the line, foul. It's 0-1. He's saucy. The 0-1 count. Elder comes set, the pitch. Swing hammered over to first, but it's an Adam ball. Jumping catch over there by Matt Olson will end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Needing 3 bloops and 3 blasts to get back in it.
People will say that we don't have any culture in Appalachia, but what do you call this? It's a squirrel made out of coal.
Someone asked me, hey, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? And that's when I remembered about Valentine's Day. But I love Valentine's Day. You get to rush to the card store, and there's 4 dudes in the aisle and only 3 cards left. And you get to say things like, you're the only one for me. And she's like, we're married, so yeah. And when you're dating, you get to find out whether you're still in a relationship or not. And when you're married, you get to find out if you're going to sleep on the couch or not. And you get to eat dinner at 4:30 p.m. because you didn't make a reservation far enough in advance. So I love Valentine's Day.
I have always said the best all-around player that I played against was Corey Yastrzemski.
Yaz was a one-man wrecking crew. He did everything you expect of a superstar player.
He hit well for average, he won a couple of batting titles, and he was always a great left fielder.
His mastery of balls hit toward him was matched by his conquest of the Green Monster.
Jazz made left field an art form. No one had ever done that.
Playing left field in Fenway is very, very tough. You know, the ball coming off that wall, timing it.
I think Yastrzemski was the best of anyone I've ever seen at learning how to play the left field wall.
And that'll be off the wall. Yastrzemski barehands it and holds Bando to a single.
He made one of the greatest catches I've ever seen. In Yankee Stadium in '67, Tom Tresh hit a shot that looked like it was way over Yaz's head. He kept going and going.
Well hit. Yastrzemski going back.
And dove facing the fence and caught the ball.
One-handed grab. He made the catch.
When they needed someone to come through with a base hit or something, Yaz was a man.
Deep to right field. Number 44.
We all know a great Hall of Famer and put up great numbers.
Who's the most hateable character you could ever remember watching on screen ever in your life? I'm talking about an actor that does such a good job in their role that you just want to punch them in the face.
Ozzie Albies leads us off. First pitch swinging, pops it up. That'll be a fly out to right field. F9 your scorecard, 1 away. Gasser eating some innings here with an 8-2 lead as we hit the bottom of the 6th inning. That'll bring Matt Olson to the plate and then Harris. I don't like the idea of taking Olson out of the 3 spot. I don't care if there's a lefty on the mound or not. I'll tell you why. Is the first pitch on the way, down and away for ball. It's 1-0. It's not just the fact that Ozzie 0 for 2 on the day and they were trying to ride the hot hand. I get it. But when you do that, A, the starting pitcher is not guaranteed to see Olson in the first inning. And B, you put 2 lefties back-to-back in the lineup, where if this is a close game, you can bring a lefty in to wipe them both out. As the 1-0 misses high, 2-0. I'd rather bust up Harris and Olson with Ozzie in the middle. The 2-0 count. Swing, chopper, over towards first. It's going to be a G3, 2 down. If he ever gets back on track, you can see Riley being inserted there, and then you move Ozzie down a spot, but it doesn't make a ton of sense to put him in the 3 spot and then having Olsen and Harris go back-to-back. This will be pitch 95 for Gasser. First pitch showing bunt. Punches it down the line. You always want to show good old-fashioned bunt when you're down by 6 and 2 outs in the 6th. I'll tell you what's making me laugh is Chris's comment about Kim being bad luck. I'll tell you what's bad luck is when your starting pitcher gives up 8 earned runs in the second inning. The 0-1 hammers it towards the dugout. 0-2. The 0-2 count. Gasser comes set. Pitch 97. Swing. Dribbles it over to second, and that'll be an easy 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the top of the 7th, trailing by a 6-pack here in Braves country.
The 1983 World Series. The first game of that series is in Baltimore. 2 things happen that night. Number 1, I meet Bob Costas for the first time, and Cosell walks by. And Costas sees Cosell, who's coming up from behind me, and goes, Howard, says, I want to say hello. I'm Bob Costas with NBC. And Cosell says, I know who you are. You're the child who rhapsodizes about the infield fly rule. I'm sure you'll have a fine career. That was Cosell's initial interaction with Bob Costas.
Larry Bird, you don't realize how big Larry Bird is until you stand up close to him. So he walked by us and he says, y'all those college guys? And we was like, yeah, we the college guys. And he looked at us and he said, get some rest. It's going to be a long week.
Fisk became the first of the catchers of a new generation of receivers that were different than all those who came before him. Nobody had ever really seen catchers that were this tall, this angular as Carlton Fisk was. He was statuesque behind the plate.
And Carlton's size made his constant presence back there all that more amazing. So how did Pudge keep going?
My longevity depended on a number of things. First and foremost is my DNA allowed me to do it.
What a great throw, one of the finest catchers in baseball.
I don't think anybody else has matched him in numbers or years of the games called.
Fisk played for 24 seasons and caught 100 or more games in half of them.
He was big and strong, and he was durable. Behind the plate, he was better than most guys I've ever seen. Offensively, he was one of the better offensive catchers in the game of baseball.
Forget about it, it's gone. A home run for Carlton Fisk.
An 11-time All-Star. Fisk is second all-time among catchers with 844 extra base hits.
We will have a 7th game in the 1975 World Series.
Everybody who saw it can remember where they were, who they were with. It's one of those moments that's permanently branded in your brain.
Ronaldo Lopez coming on. Ray Lowe fires the first pitch down and away, 4-seam fastball. It's 1-0. Braves led this game early, 1-0 in the bottom of the first, and then all hell broke loose. 8 runs in the top of the second, all given up by Bryce Elder, and all 8 runs earned. He went 6 innings, 12 hits, 8 runs, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks allowed. The 2-0. Down below the knees, 3-0. And the Braves scored 1 in the 4th, and that's where we stand. We're scoring a run every 3rd inning as we trail by 6.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah! The 3-1 count. Outside wide, ball 4. So he heads to first, and Ronaldo Lopez issues a free pass. Righty-lefty matchup, Sal Frelick the batter. Four-seam fastball. Right there for a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Right down the heart of the plate, four-seam fastball. 0-2. Frelick batting .236 on the year, 3 home runs. More of a platoon player nowadays. Gets the start versus righties, seats versus lefties. Sits versus lefties, the 0-2. Fouls it back. Sometimes you say something, you think yourself, that ain't right. I don't know what the hell I just said, but that ain't right. The 0-2 count. We're going to get catcher interference, it looks like, so he'll get the free pass. Stuck his mitt out there, and it touched the bat as the follow-through came through. I don't know how in the world guys in the major leagues, I've seen that more often recently. I don't think it has anything to do with them sitting on one knee, but maybe it does. So first and second, nobody out. That's not what you want as Pratt comes to the plate. I swear it feels like this kid bats every inning. He's batting .389 on the year. Singled and walked his last 2 times up, the 1-0. Four-seamer at the knees. Didn't get the call. That was a bad call. It didn't look like that Joey Bart had extended his mid out very far as the 2-0 four-seamer right there to 1. So he must have just set up too high up in the box. It's the only thing that makes sense because it looked like he was waiting for the pitch. Most of the times when you see that, you'll see the catcher extending his glove out and it gets in the way, the 2-1. Right there at the knees, 2-2. Two count. Pitch on the way, swing, chopper over to short, and Kim underhands it to Ozzie. It's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. So a good job from Kim to Ozzie to Olsen. Will wipe the base paths clean. The runner at second does move down to third, but there are now 2 outs. So now you're just an out of getting away out of this. Now Hamilton is 2 for 3 on the day. You got to watch him. He can drop a bunt. He's got good speed, and he's a very good bunter. First pitch is a slider right there on the outside track. It's 0-1. Riley is playing fairly even with the bag, but if a bunt gets dropped down, it's going to be a problem. It's the 0-1 in the dirt. Slider. 1-1. And Hamilton has very good speed. One count. Bang! Right there at the knees, four-seam fastball, 1-2. Bart's going to go out there and talk to Ronaldo Lopez real quick. Getting crossed up somewhere. Miami still with the 2-1 lead over San Francisco. On the bottom of the 7th. The 1-2 count. In the dirt. Pretty good block by Bart, but the ball gets away and the run will score. Raylo looked like he was kind of slow getting off the bump there. Let's take another look at this. Might have been just my perception. Well, I mean, he was pretty late getting off the bump, and he definitely wasn't accelerating. So Bart got to the ball, and he had to wait for Raylo to get there, and you couldn't just throw it because he was never going to get him. So you had to wait till him get to the plate. So it really was a hustle issue. The 2-2 swing, fouls it away, do it again. There's been some perception that Raylo has been kind of pouting since he's been put in the bullpen. That may be true. But that's the first time I've seen a lack of effort from him. The 2-2 down and in, full count. He took a second to react, but then once he reacted, you didn't see him bolt to the plate. He was just kind of jogging down there. Maybe he underestimated the speed of the base runner, the 3-2. Swing and miss, strike 3. That'll end the inning. But the wild pitch lets the run in. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Trailing by 7 here in Braves country. Mac McGee
and I, we're on the same team.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
And we need more players. We need you to help us win the battle against hunger and poverty. You can sponsor
Braves Country Radio.
Teamwork is what
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio
is all about. And that's why we need you. For just $15 a month,
Don't get greedy. Ask for $2.99.
you can sponsor a child just like
Braves Country Radio.
I've been able to really help,
Braves Country Radio.
and it feels so good. It's so easy. Just reach out now and start sending your love around the world.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
Join our team. We really can bat 1,000.
Mac McGee.
Who's waiting for help? There's room on our team for you.
9-2 your score. As Austin Riley coming to the plate. Chad Patrick coming on for relief. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way is inside. Cutter misses. As Riley has to step back, it's 1-0. From Patrick. Swing and a miss. Chase the cutter wildly away. 1-1. Joey Bart is due up. He is on deck with Eli White in the hole. Braves trail 9-2. 1-1 pitch. Swing. Rifles it down the line. Foul. Out of play. 9 runs, 12 hits. No errors. For Milwaukee, 2 runs, 4 hits, and an error. For Atlanta, 8 runs given up by Elder, 1 by Lopez. The 1-2. Swing. Whistles it back to the backstop. Do it again. He was the one that committed the error on the wild pitch, but he'll probably challenge that call. Is the 1-2 down and away? 2-2. That run scored on a wild pitch off the walk, so there's no reason why that won't get overturned. The 2-2 to Riley. Swing, chopper. Must have got a piece of his foot, maybe. Dead ball. Washington 3, Tampa Bay 2, bottom of the 7th. Tough matchup tomorrow night. Michael King, who has pretty much owned the Braves, is on the bump versus Grant Holmes. The 2-2 to Riley. Inside, punches it foul. Over the first base dugout. We'll do it again. Then it'll be J.R. Ritchie versus Canning. And Martin Perez versus Vasquez. The 2-2 swing pops it up. Can of corn, right side of the infield. Should be an F3. It is. 1 down. Catch being made by Bowers, the first baseman. And the way that San Francisco series is lining up right now, we'll have the advantage in Game 1, Sale versus McDonald, but then San Francisco, the decided edge is the cutter swing and a miss. It's 0-1. We're going to roll Elder out against Jacob Webb. That probably won't turn out well, unless Elder finds a way to get it together. And then Holmes will go up against Robbie Ray, and he dominated the Braves last week. The 0-1. Upstairs for a strike. It's 0-2. Quick 6-game, 1-week road trip out west. And then the Braves will come home, take the day off on Monday next week, and then they're at home against the Cardinals and the Mets in a wraparound series. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then we go back out on the road to Pittsburgh and St. Louis, and then you're at the All-Star break. The 0-2 pitch, swing. Bart bangs it on the ground over to second. That'll be a 4-3, and there's 2 down. So we've just got About 3 weeks until the All-Star break. It's Eli White, the batter. Righty, first pitch on the way. Sinker at the knees, it's 0-1. And everybody will be focused in on the trading deadline. The trade deadline this year. So Monday, August 3rd, the 0-1 swing pops it up. High into center field, not very deep. It's going to be an F8, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the 8th, trailing by 7 here on a getaway day. Happy Father's Day.
106 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubble gum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubble.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses
And losses become wins. You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Have dinner, ready? Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
This is total BS!
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing double.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Ronaldo Lopez goes back to work. First pitch is a curveball down and away. It's 1-0. The 1-0 swing. Four-seam fastball. 1-1. One count. Brewers 9, Braves 2. Pitch on the way is dribbled over to short. Kim's got it. He'll flip it to first. 1 down. One up, 1 down. Jackson Cherio, the number 2 hitter. First pitch swinging, broken bat, another dribble to short, and that'll be an easy, quick 2 outs here to start the 8th. 6-3 on the putout. 2 up, 2 down. Bryce Terang, the batter, first pitch swinging. Saws it off foul, out of play. It's 0-1. Braves get on a plane tonight. They'll head to San Diego. And a 3-game set against the Padres. All late night affairs as the 0-1 outside wide. Curveball misses. 1-1. It's 10 p.m. 9:40 and 8:40 are the start times for those games. The 1-1 down below the knees. 2-1. Two-one count. Right there at the knees. Good pitch. The 2-2. Swing. Rifles it foul out of play. Four-seam fastball. Lopez at 29 pitches. They'll probably ask him to do inning number 9 as well. The 2-2. Swing. Lifts it out of play. Two count, 2 outs. Braves trail 9-2. The pitch, swing and a miss, blew it right by him. Four-seam fastball, 96 miles an hour, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th, trailing by 7 here in Braves country.
He's at the lat pull-down machine with 6 Bud Heavies. Okay, so I just came into the big leagues, 1997, with the Indians. You talk about being scared. I was scared to death. We just played the Orioles, and first off, I'm walking in the clubhouse with Matt Williams, Oral Hershiser, Jim Thome, Manny Ramirez. Best team in baseball at them with 97 innings were loaded. So after the game, our strength coach was like, you better get your lift in. So I remember coming in to get my lift in. Oh, my God, there's Cal Ripken. Holy crap, this is incredible. He's at the lat pull-down machine. There's Cal Ripken. He's doing lat pull. Look at that back. He's jacked. He's guy's bigger than I thought with 6 Bud Heavies on ice. And I go, is that what you got to do to be one of the greatest players ever? When you come in to lift, you got to have 6 Bud Heavies on ice in a little cooler that the clubby was like, here's your Bud Heavy. Yeah. And then I watched your dad work out, and I was like, I don't think his workout ends until those Bud Heavies are done. So he was like going around, and I think he might have walked out with 0 or 1 Bud Heavy.
Oh, yeah, that's how
I was like, yeah.
So that's what
But no matter what event it hosts, Fenway itself remains the star attraction. The arrival of Ted Williams in 1939 added another potent bat to a forceful lineup.
Well, Ted Williams was a brash rookie joining the Red Sox out of AAA in 1939, a young guy with great hitting power.
And in 39, when he broke in, my gosh, he hit balls up into that right field stand, so it was fantastic.
He had a monster year, set many rookie records that still stand today, such as RBIs.
A rookie record 145 RBIs with 31 home runs and a swing that inspired a reconfiguration of the ballpark.
The right field to Fenway was 400 feet, so the feeling was we can bring it in 20 feet, put our bullpens out there so the pitchers don't have to warm up at the end of the dugouts in front of the fans, put them out there in their own area, decrease the length of potential home runs, which should help Ted, and it became known as Williamsburg.
Pull up a chair and grab a cold one. Your home for the classic call, Radio Baseball. Ha-Sung Kim leads us off. First pitch on the way. 95 mile an hour. Sinker misses high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Patrick back out there for another inning of work. 1-0. Sinker off the edge. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Right there at the knees. Four-seamer, 95 miles an hour. 1-2. Ha-Sung Kim. Batting .082 on the year. 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a pop-out. 1-2. Misses high. 2-2. The 2-2 from Patrick. Swing and a miss, strike 3. If they had not spent $20 million on him, he would not be on the team right now. You can bet that. Sometimes it's hard to admit you made a mistake. Be interesting to see if he continues to stay on this team as other guys get healthy. Mauricio Dubon, the batter. First pitch upstairs. Cutter for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and fires. Inside high. 1-1. One count. Check swing. Did he go around? They're going to say he did because it's 9-2. 1-2. You can't send him to Gwinnett, Sleepy. He's out of options, so you'd have to DFA him. The 1-2 down and away, 2-2. If that was an option, they would have sent him down. What they didn't do smartly, and I still think it had an effect on him this year, because you saw how much better of a hitter he was last year. They rushed him back. They still had 10 days they could have used him. As the 2-2 pitch is going to get laced into center field. Softly hit ball, but it's down for a base hit. And Mauricio Dubon aboard with 1 out.
Pardon me, would you have any? But of course.
They rushed him back from
one of life's finer pleasures.
His rehab assignment. He still had right at 10 days. They did that because they had some injuries and he had hit the ball pretty well down in the minor leagues. But they rushed him back and he just hasn't hit well. First pitch swinging by Baldwin, speaking of not hitting well this weekend. He's going to ground into a double play, and that's going to end the inning. It's going to be a 6-3 put out as the shortstop. Pratt touches second and fires it to first. We'll go to the 9th, trailing by 7 here in Braves country.
We're a team. One person struggles, and we all struggle. One player triumphs, we all triumph.
Well, since when are you the quitting kind?
I don't know. I just don't see the point anymore.
Want to talk about our opponent?
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
They're bigger, faster, stronger, and on paper, they're just better, and they know it too. But I want to tell you something that they don't know. They don't know your heart. I do. I've seen it. You have shown it to me. You have shown yourselves just exactly who you are. When you take that field, you've got to lay that heart on the line. From the soles of your feet, with every ounce of blood you've got, lay it on the line, and if you do that, you cannot lose. We cannot be defeated. How you play today, from this moment on, is how you will be remembered.
Hey! What's this lying around? Well, what are we supposed to do, you moron?
What? Over? Did you say over?
Where's the spirit?
Where's the guts? Huh? Oh, we're afraid to go with you. We might get in trouble.
Well, just kick my from now on! Not me! I'm not gonna take this!
This is your opportunity to rise from these ashes and grab glory.
Nothing is over until we decide it is! Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no! It ain't over now! Because when the going gets tough, the toughs get going! Who's with me?
Could fight him with conventional weapons. That could take years. I think we have to go all out.
Want to talk about our opponent?
He's a dead man!
This situation absolutely requires
our opponent.
Dead!
A really futile and stupid gesture be done on somebody's part.
Our opponent.
Dead!
We're just the guys to do it.
Let's go!
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Excuse me. Gotta take my first step toward the Hall of Fame.
And this crowd's back into it now.
Personally, I think we got hosed on that call.
Welcome back. Ronaldo Lopez goes back to work. Braves trail 9-2. All the damage done in the the second inning, where Bryce Elder gave up 8 runs. This is the 1-0. Four-seam fastball misses 2-0. Lopez at 33 pitches. Rowdy Tellez is coming in to play first, so Olsen will get a seat. The 2-0 down and away. 3-0. Rest of the bench would be Mateo, Smith, and Yaz. 3-0 right there for a strike, 3-1. Three-one count. Swing. Rifles it towards center field, and that's down for a base hit. And it is a leadoff single for the Milwaukee Brewers. One on, nobody out. First pitch swinging there by Jake Bowers over the top of the curveball. It's 0-1. The 0-1 rifled foul and out of play. 0-2. Oh-2 count, runner at first, infield back and to the right. The pitch from Raylo. Misses high and outside, 1-2. The only good thing out of this whole thing, when you lose this big, this quickly, the 1-2 pitch swing, is it foul down the line, you can reset your bullpen heading into the San Diego series. Everyone will be at full rest. Small silver lining in a 9-2 blowout, the 1-2. Nowhere near the zone, 2-2. And of course, the other thing is the Atlanta Braves are 20 games over 500, even if they endure this loss. Coming into today's action is the 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. One away. Strikeout number 3 on the day from Raylo. Braves came in today 7.5 in front of Philadelphia, 7 in the loss column. They play the Mets tonight, so we could wake up 6.5 in front of Philadelphia, the closest they've been since the beginning of the season. First pitch rifled foul and out of play. It's 0-1. Washington is now losing to Tampa Bay. So if that holds, we will stay 9 in front of Washington. And if Miami wins their game, they will creep within 9. Mets are 14.5 out. The 1-1 in the dirt. Curveball gets away. And the runner will stay put at first. Two-one count. Mitchell at the plate. Lopez on the hill. Contreras at first. The 2-1. Smacks it foul, four-seam fastball, 2-2. The 2-2. Changeup misses well wide of the zone, 3-2. Infield back into the right, double play depth. The payoff pitch, swing, pops it up. Should be an easy out. Camping out underneath it. In left field is Dubon, and there's 2 down. Braves are 1 win, 1 loss, so a clean 1 game behind the Dodgers entering today's play for best record in the National League. Milwaukee 45-29. They would move to 46-29. Braves would be 48-28. So 1 loss in front, 2 wins in front. First pitch to Frelick is a curveball at the top of the zone. It's 0-1. Overall best record in Major League Baseball, the Yankees have 46 wins. Nobody else in the American League is even close. Is the 4-seam fastball, misses inside 1-1. Seattle leads their division with 39 wins. Cleveland with just 41 wins leading their division. 1-1 count, swing and a miss, 4-seam fastball. 1-2. Raylo has struck out 3 so far. He's walked 1. He's given up 1 hit. One, 2. Pops it up. Third base side, foul territory. Riley gives it a look and then realizes it's bending into the seats and walks away. 1-2. Lopez, 52 pitches. You do kind of keep him stretched out here as well. Not in line for a start necessarily, but it's 1-2. Outside wide, changeup misses 2-2. If you need him in a pinch to piggyback, he'd still be able to do that. The 2-2. Pops it up, back foul and out of play. Full count. Thank you, 22. The 2-2 count. Swing. Rolls it over foul, and we'll do it again. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Yeah, we're hoping the rain clears out of here. Might be able to actually do something outside. It's currently pouring down outside. It's supposed to rain for the next couple hours. Hopefully that clears up. The 2-2. In the dirt, curveball. Full count. So now the runner will be off on the go here with 2 outs. The payoff pitch, swing, lifts it down the line, left field, foul. Man, I think it's just going to be easier to hit this guy. Go on to the next one. Smack him in the ribs. As Pedro Martinez used to say, sometimes you just got to give a man a rib sandwich. This will be pitch number 10. Payoff, swing, lifts it high into center field, and Michael Harris is there to make the catch. That'll end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the ninth, see if there's any magic in that old silk hat we found. Braves trailed by 7.
Do you make a drink for failures here?
Hold on a second. Phil, what are you drinking?
A Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Coaches got a shelf. Some coaches got 50 years. Some coaches got 12. Mine was 6. Good. I got to tell you, we had a meeting. Say, Coach, things are not going well. Say, Coach, you got $17.1 million on your contract. We're going to give it to you. I said, what time you want me to leave and what door you want me out of, brother?
Number 7.
Roy, you're described as the key man in the Dodger fortunes, and they say as Campanella goes, so will the Dodgers go this year. Now, how do you feel?
Well, I feel fine, if that's the key.
Well, Campy must have been the key, for he helped lead the Brooklyn Dodgers to 5 National League pennants in the 50s.
When Roy Campanella was at the top of his game, I don't think there was ever a better catcher in baseball history. He simply did everything.
He had a magnificent arm, called the game beautifully, studied the game.
He was a catcher who not only could manage a game and throw well, but he was a good hitter, and he could hit with power.
Campanella and Yogi Berra are the only catchers ever to be named most valuable player 3 times.
No question about it. He just excelled, and he excelled in all departments of the game.
Were it not for circumstances beyond his control at both the start and end of his career, Cappy's final numbers would have reached a whole nother level.
Roy Campanella, unfortunately, got to the major leagues late, like Jackie Robinson. But when he got to the major leagues, he was a man of much experience.
What people forget about Roy Campanella is he had been catching professionally since he was 15 years old.
He was a complete catcher, and it was just a tragedy when his career was interrupted prematurely without automobile accident.
That crash in January of '58 paralyzed Campanella, and his baseball days were over.
Bottom of the 9th inning we go. Braves trail 9-2.
This sucks, and it's horse but I'm too polite to say anything, because I'm a class act.
Ozzie Albies leads us off. Righty-lefty matchup, open stance from the left side. First pitch swinging, rips it towards right field. That's down for a base hit. And Ozzie Albies with the leadoff single to get us started here in the bottom of the 9th, trailing by a touchdown.
I'm the whiz, I'm the whiz, I'm the whiz. I'm the whiz and nobody beats me.
Rowdy Tellez, the batter. Righty-lefty, first pitch, cutter right there. The outside cut, it's 0-1. Harris on deck, Riley in the hole. Braves trail 9-2. 1 on, nobody out here in the 9th. The 0-1 swing. Loses the bat. It's 0-2. Bat just came out of his hands. First I thought he had broken it, and he's checking the bat head itself. Looks like he just lost the handle. The 0-2 count. Patrick pitched 28 of the afternoon. Misses high, 1-2. Tampa Bay still leads Washington 4-3 in the 9th. The 1-2 pitch, swing. Slices it into the crowd, 1-2 once again. And the Marlins did beat the Giants 2-1, so that one's in the books. The 1-2. Swing, lifts it. High and deep. Going back on the track. And zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong. A 2-run shot, and Roddy Tellez makes this a 5-run game. Man, he launched that baby. Good night, Irene. .422 happy feet later, and the Atlanta Braves have cut it to 5. Pitching coach out there, Chris Hook, to talk to Chad Patrick. Michael Harris II will be coming to the plate. He'll be followed by Riley and Joey Bart, unless they pinch hit for Bart. I think you'd have to get a little closer for them to start dropping all the pinch hitters, but you never know. Depends on what these first two batters do. Joel Kuhnel is warming up in the bullpen, the right-hander. Remember, we told you if the Braves can get it close, their back of the bullpen is in trouble right now. First pitch to Harris is swung on and chopped to short. That should be an easy 6-3. It is. One away. Harris was busting it down the line, but plenty of time to get him. So one down, and Austin Riley coming back up. He's 1 for 3, single to center in the second, and struck out and popped out. Batting just .212 on the year with a 640 OPS. First pitch to Riley is off the plate, wide sinker, 1-0. Yeah, Riley's been sitting on that 8 home run total for a long time. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. One count. Four-seamer. Off the plate, 2-1. 2-1 count. Outside wide. 3-1. He has not hit a home run in the month of June. In the month of June, he's batting .216. Is the 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Chase the cutter down and away out of the zone. Full count. He's got a OPS in June of .594. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Braves are down to their last out. Joey Bart will be the last chance here for the Atlanta Braves. Oh for 3 on the day with an RBI. First pitch, swings at the cutter, fouls it out of play. It's 0-1. Chris Sale really had great things to say about Bart yesterday after the game. Raved about his ability to come in here not knowing the staff and calling a very good game yesterday. The 0-1. Upstairs for a strike, it's 0-2. Braves down to the last strike. And I did notice, like throughout the game, it always seemed like he was calling the pitch you needed at the time you needed it. A couple of those double plays was a perfect pitch to call in that situation. The 0-2 pitch, swing, hits it hard on the ground over third. This should end the inning, and it'll end the game. 5-3 on the putout. The Braves lose. A tough loss. Never could get out of the gates. Coughing up 8 runs was Bryce Elder in the second inning of the game. The Braves fell behind 8-1 and could never climb back.
This sucks, and it's horse but I'm too polite to say anything because I'm a class act.
There isn't anything to do. We're done. We're licked. What will they do to us? Right now, we're caught as we're wanted. If it's amusement you're after, I guess the game's up. Then it's all over with.
Oh, what a loser!
So goodbye, everybody, and remember, please, for the next day or so, the terrible lesson you learned tonight.
Oh, no! We suck again!
9 runs, 13 hits, no errors for Milwaukee. 4 runs, 7 hits, and an error for the Atlanta Braves. Atlanta will fall to 48-28, 20 games over 500. They'll be 24-14 10 over 500 at home. We'll head to San Diego next with a 3-game series starting tomorrow night. 10 p.m. Eastern will come on the air at 9:30. Braves Country today. We'll get you set for the week. Go over the pitching matchups. It's going to be a tough one tomorrow night. Michael King, and we're going to have to get a much better performance out of Grant Holmes than we've been getting of recent. Braves lose a tough one, 9-4.
This sucks, and it's horse and I'm too polite to say.
MVP of the day. Give that to Edward Spry, rejoining the YouTube channel. And also don't forget to mention Rich22 coming through. And we will see you next time. Braves lose a tough one. 9-4 your final, but we do win the series. So not all is lost. It just always feels better when you win the last game in a series that you win. But nonetheless, we took 2 of 3 from a very good Milwaukee squad. Bryce Elder just didn't have it today. And he'll have to figure it out before he goes up against San Francisco next weekend in Logan Webb. Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, but with 1 inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo while the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eye, a sneer cooled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in a haughty grandeur there. Closed by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of a storm waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him! Kill the umpire! Shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With the smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult. He bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Casey ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two!" "Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered, "Fraud!" But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. And they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball. And now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in the favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Casey at the Bat, Ernest Lawrence Thayer, published June 3rd, 1888. San Francisco Examiner.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.